Welcome aboard with Lady Justice, Liberty Press, Season 7, The Revenge of the Records. Who's in?
All right, let's jump right in. Today, we are tackling one of the absolute cornerstones of American democracy, the First Amendment. This thing is so fundamental to personal liberty, and we're going to break down exactly what makes it so powerful.
So let me just ask you something right off the bat. If you had to pick just one freedom that's absolutely essential to you, what would it be? The freedom to say what you think? To believe whatever you want? To demand that things get better?
Well, here's the wild part. So many of those rights we hold dear, they're actually all bundled together in just one single, incredibly important amendment to the Constitution. And get this, that one amendment doesn't just protect one right. Nope, it gives us five distinct, powerful freedoms that all work together. And that's what we're digging into today, 5 of them. That's right, all of this is packed into just 45 words. I mean, think about that. It's this incredible piece of writing, a single sentence that delivers 5 of the most powerful promises a government can possibly make to its people. Okay, let's break them down.
So, first up, let's talk about the 2 freedoms that are all about your own personal expression and belief. The ones that protect your individual voice.
And of course, we've got to start with the big one, the one everybody knows, freedom of speech. But this is so much more than just talking. It's the core right to express your ideas, your opinions, whether they're popular or not, without the government being able to shut you down.
And in our world, speech covers a huge territory. It's not just getting up at a town hall meeting. It's the blog post you write, the art you create. It's even the message on your t-shirt. Or, yeah, that meme you just posted on social media. It's all a form of expression.
Now, paired right up with speech is the freedom of religion. And this is kind of like a 2-for-1 deal, which is super important to understand. First, you have the right to practice any religion you choose. And second, the government cannot create an official state-sponsored religion.
So here's the crucial thing. This protects everyone. It protects your right to go to church, or a synagogue, or a mosque. It protects your right to pray. But just as important, it protects your right not to believe at all, to be an atheist or an agnostic. The government just can't get involved in your personal faith, or lack thereof.
Okay, so we have individual belief. Now let's see how these freedoms build on that, letting us move from just thinking something to actually doing something about it.
And that brings us to the freedom of assembly. This sounds simple, but it's such a profound idea. We are free to gather with other people. The amendment recognizes that there's real power when people come together peacefully.
And hey, this isn't just for politics. Not at all. Sure, it protects a big political rally, but it also protects you joining a parade, or forming a book club, or even just going to a concert with thousands of other fans. It's your right to hang out with who you want.
Now, a really specific and powerful type of speech and assembly is the freedom to protest. This is your right to stand up publicly and peacefully and say, I do not agree with what the government is doing. It's basically the ultimate tool for dissent.
And protest isn't just one thing, right? It can look like a huge march down a city street. It could be organizing a boycott. It could be a nonviolent sit-in, or even something as simple as handing out flyers that are critical of a new policy. All of these are protected actions.
All right, that brings us to our 5th and final freedom. And honestly, this might be the one you've heard the least about, but it's where your power as a citizen really comes into focus.
This is the right to petition the government for a redress of grievances. Yeah, I know, that's a mouthful. So just think of it this way. It's your official right to go to the government and ask them to fix something that's wrong.
So what does this look like in the real world? Well, it's that online petition you sign. It's when you call or email your representative. Or it could be something more formal, like filing a lawsuit or speaking up at a city council meeting. This is your direct line to demand that they listen.
Okay, so we've laid out all 5 pieces. But here's the truly genius part of the First Amendment. These freedoms don't just exist next to each other. They're designed to work together. They actually create a roadmap for change.
So think about it. It all starts with an idea, right? Your freedom of speech is protected, so you can voice that idea. So you can say, hey, I think this is wrong, and here's why. But you don't have to just shout into the wind. That right to speech gets way more powerful when you use your freedom to assemble, to find other people who feel the exact same way.
And once you're together, now you can take action. You can organize and you can protest, making your shared voice so much louder and impossible to ignore. And finally, all of that leads right here. You can channel all that energy and use your right to petition, turning that protest into a formal demand for the government to actually make a change. See, it's a complete toolkit for citizens.
So, I'll leave you with this thought. We know these 5 freedoms are a right, something that's guaranteed to us. But what if we also see them as a responsibility? A responsibility to listen to speech we don't agree with, to respect beliefs we don't share, and to use these powerful tools thoughtfully to make our democracy work. Definitely something to think about.
Have you heard the word? thepolicerecord.com/invite/LJLP. Get you some discountage over there at thepolicerecord.com. Hope to see you there.
I think one of those ones good.
I messed up, sorry.
I think one of them is good. I think we're good. You want to do it again?
All
All right. Okay. I'm not going to say 3. I'm going to say 1. I'm going to say 2. And then we're going to
Sure.
Okay. 1, 2.
Keebler AI Music.
Beneath the city lights, you stand so strong, the silent guardian, where the rights belong. Through the crowd you see the truth unfold, your heart beats steady, your hands are bold. In the silence, in the pain, you watch over us through the rain. Every moment you stand tall, Lady Justice, you hear the call. With every move you fight for the free, justice shines in your eyes, can't you see? With every word, every glance that you make, remind us all there's a difference to take. Lady Justice, you carry the weight.